listen to what she says, and then paraphrase what you've heard.
Yes.
So we have that little exercises there. We have the little exercises in the workbook. And then we reinforce those communication skills.
Yeah.
And the emotional checklist. We have like an emotional checklist as well.
That is such incredible work you are doing in really building, families, because a lot of our marriages, suffer because people just do what they need to do, and there is nothing that guides them and helps them. And also, I think that reassurance that says you create your own blueprint, because what works in one household may not necessarily work in your household. You also spoke about varnishing the doors of your...
That is the door that you go through, yes.
Tell me about that, varnishing the doors.
The varnishing the doors is the one that I said. We talk about who do we allow in.
Okay. And who do we...
So we're trying to just...
out.
We have to sort that,
Yeah.
We have to streamline who comes in and who comes out.
Who comes and goes.
Who do we allow into the marriage and who do we keep out for a while until we can put in boundaries. So that chapter of varnishing the doors are about setting boundaries with extended family, with friends, that is harming your marriage. But I think we also need to talk about how serious marriage is, in a sense that people suffer depression in marriage. They marry being quite fine and happy, and they end up with depression, harm, emotional harm. Kids are emotionally harmed.
And that's so
and despite the divorce rate, that's high all over the world, people still want to marry. And that is why I feel I need to help couples. They want to marry. You see it on Facebook or you see on social media, the white wedding.
Yeah.
And we married the second time. And so I really want to help couples that it's not dying. The idea of marriage is not dying.
It's amazing.
People
someone
want
once said
that love, and they believe in love and they believe in marriage. And there is that. It does exist. It does exist with me. It hasn't been easy for 40 years. It's been very challenging. It's been hard.
Yeah.
I also packed my bags.
Yeah.
But, when you just know that there's certain stages of your marriage, we just need to push a bit harder.
Yes, yes.
But we wait till we've harmed each other so badly. And then we go for help. Then it's much more harder to work through it than I think we're harming each other. Let us just find help. I don't want to harm you any more than you're harming me emotionally and psychologically.
Yeah.
We just continue instead of just finding help.
It should be similar with the house, that you are using to demonstrate these pillars, because you don't wait until the house is run down before you do repairs to the house. Actually, it almost becomes like a monthly
maintenance,
yearly maintenance of the house.
Yes.
So if you look at your marriage as a house, then it means you don't need to wait until you can't breathe anymore, and because of depression and whatnot, before you seek help. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because we love our houses so much that you'll keep maintaining. You clean it all the time. You do major maintenance at certain points. Shouldn't we do the same with marriages?
With your marriage. And so the book helps you in those stages. So at the end, when you've completed your workbook, it will now say, let's do a snag list.
Yeah.
So the snag list will be, we still have to work on the foundation. Mark that. We still have to work on the windows. We're not getting that right.
Yes.
And you can actually quarterly or yearly go through your snag list.
Yeah.
It's there. The blueprint is there for you, what works for you. And the workbook helps you with that snag list.
Awesome.
And then the game this game is reminding me now.
No, man, I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to this book. So tell us more, when is it coming out? And where and how can people access the book?
So, the launch will be on the 2nd of May. We're launching the book. But I think we're going to start with pre-orders in a week or two's time, so people can start pre-ordering. It will be online. They can go online, but they'll see it on social media. So if they follow me, they will know where it will be out to order online.
All right. And any idea how much it will be going for?
I haven't done the costing yet, so that is still what I need to.
All right.
Look at,
so online, as in on your social media, or
on social media, and on there will be a website as well.
On the website,
yes, and they'll probably be on Amazon. I'm not sure when.
Okay.
You're gonna load the ebook, but that will be on Amazon and take a lot later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But people can pre-order. So if you are looking for this amazing book, Build to Last, a marriage blueprint, make sure that you follow. You are still
Dr. M.
Dr. M. You've changed to Dr. M. At coffee time.
Yes, because my main key is the communication skill of coffee time.
Yes. So if you want to order the book, please make sure that you follow Dr. M on all her social media platforms. She's available on Facebook.
Instagram.
You are on Instagram.
YouTube.
Are you on TikTok yet? You are on TikTok, you see.
Just slowing down. It's not there yet. And you know what? Phindi, I'm not on social media to get followers. There's one person that's going to find it valuable, then I
you are happy.
I'm happy. I'm just not going to push for numbers, and then it's not my authentic self.
Yeah.
Wanting to be a particular person on social media. This is me. This is what you see is what you get.
No, but can I tell you something? If you are in this type of work that we do, the people who need you will find you. It's not a matter of, flaunting yourself everywhere and whatnot. Those who need your services, they will find you. They always find a way of finding you. So you are on YouTube as well. So basically, Dr. M on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube.
And Marilyn Saunders you'll also find.
And if you are her previous Marilyn Saunders, you can also find her. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about this book. And I know that it's a book that really is going to change how people view marriage and how they're looking at life, as a whole. Because I believe these principles are principles that you can even use, for your own personal, self. Anything you want to say to people that are watching?
The viewers, what I find is that if both of you are desperate enough to make this marriage work, it will. I have found couples coming into my session and say, Madeline, I don't love him anymore, but I'm going to commit and I'm going to be desperate enough to make this work. But if one comes and they say, I'm just going to try the book, or I'm just going to try this, it's not going to work. Both have to be desperate enough to save the marriage and to save the family. And that is why you find one person is desperate enough to stay married and the other isn't. Yeah. That is very heartbreaking, because there are a lot of women, not being gender biased, there are a lot of women that do say, Madeline, I didn't want to divorce. He wanted to, or vice versa. I didn't want a divorce, but she wanted to. There's nothing you can do about it. But do not wait till you've harmed the person to such an exhausted, your partner to such a point where they don't even want to come back. Don't wait till that point. It's too late. Start early, and the book will guide you. So all of the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for viewing.
Really appreciate the time. And I think just your commitment. You have been committed to this cause for a very long time. And I really want to thank you for that. You could have focused your PhD on any other thing, or you could have specialized on different things, but you really chose to specialize in this. Psychology, particularly for families, which is...
Because I know how much harm...
Which is quite something.
I know the harm that it does and makes. And so...
Yeah, because you've been there yourself.
I've been there, and I've seen with other couples how harming it is. Depression, hate, just so much anger. And we don't have to get to that place. When there is help. When my mom and dad was young, In the apartheid years, I mean, we didn't even know a psychologist existed.
Yeah.
Or even a counselor existed. There wasn't even counseling for couples then. And they both were very, very good people, but they came into the marriage with trauma, childhood trauma.
Baggages.
And baggages.
Yeah. And even if there was help available, and in those days, help will be expensive even.
Absolutely.
So that will also be a barrier. So we are really blessed to live in a time when there are people like yourselves, who have committed themselves in helping others. Thank you so much, and
Pleasure.
may you continue impacting, families and particularly marriages, because for me, it's the core of everything. It's the core of society. If marriages work, society is going to work. Because it moves from your marriage to your children and to society.
Absolutely. And the generations, you just pass on harm to your generations. You harm your kids harm their kids.
Yeah, and it just becomes
because
a
of
vicious
anger,
circle.
because of anger and bitterness.
Yeah.
That things haven't worked out the way you wanted to work out. So generation, you want to change the generation and teach your children how your blueprint is. So they can have role models way forward.
At home.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity,
Thank
Phindi.
you so much,
I really
Dr.
value your
M.
time.
I truly appreciate you.
For
All the best
inviting
with
me.
your book.
Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers.
Thank
Hoping to
you.
hear from you soon.